Grand Rising. It's Incremental Science 23. I know you caught that time lapse yesterday, so I might put a little snippet of this on YouTube. Not a lot, just a little bit, because I ain't giving y'all my work. This is work. Put work into this. All right, the topic today, Incremental Science 23, is release all you have gained to create the new world, or world. World as in your world, or the whirlwind, the new spin of things. What's the new spin of things? We have a collective knowledge that we gain through our life expectancy. And what you're supposed to be doing with this knowledge is utilizing it in a way to where it fits into your collective way of being. Your collective way of being has synapses and electricity that connects to the surface of the earth into the universe. Y'all hear me say this a lot. What happens with these situations that go through your life at a certain amount of time or times through your expectancy, what happens is you get an opportunity to change your battery settings, meaning you get to grow into a stronger battery, or you get to become oxidized and all your, the battery stuff come out, all the erosion, you just die. The battery don't work no more. Put them in a basket. We'll use them for something else. Don't throw away no batteries. We can read. So keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? So this ideal is to get you to understand what you're supposed to be doing. And then, the illustration was basically just to show the power in and out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a hard time trying to put this little man in here because I ain't had no color like white. So if you look at the illustration, you'll see he got so many colors around him. He was all black. You know what I had to do for this? I had to take ashes with ashes toothpaste and cornstarch, and then a little bit of water. And hey, we made it, nigga. We made it. All right, so enjoy the illustration. You know what I'm saying? Let y'all get a nice view of the high depth electrical aspects going on there. Very graphic, very nice looking. Kind of look like he's walking out of that hole, right? It's pretty cool. Yeah, I got skills sometimes. Sometimes they just come to life in a whole nother way. Respect to the divine for giving me these skills. All right, let's stay on topic. So ultimately what happens is through your life expectancy, you gain all this energy, all these spectrums of vibrations, all these spectrums of chakras. You get them all, man. They come from all different aspects, and they're in your life, whether they're bothering you or whether they're helping you, whether they're bad memories or good memories. These things are coming into your life. And the way you're looking at them is particularly from probably an infant's point of view. Like, you're probably looking at it like, these things happen to me. This is what I'm going through. Excuse me. But ultimately, they're going to fit into your life like Lego blocks. They're going to fit into your life soon as you face them. When you face them and you look at them for what they are and you place them in different spaces in your life, this right here is building a complete new world. This is a new road to walk on. The road before, you didn't know that road existed. You were learning that road as you went through life. And these pieces that you're getting are pieces from the learning experience of this new road that you're walking in your life. Now, eventually, you're going to get to a point to where your life is going to do a whole 360. It's going to go from the point you remember starting all this to a new point. And you're going to be like, wait a minute, I feel a new point. But what's so different? What's different is you got the road that you just walked on that new point with you already. You already built it. You learned it from experience. So now, when you start walking this path again, you got bricks with you. So now instead of walking on that road, you drop a brick, you drop a stone, you drop another one, and you keep building the road. Now the road is going upward because you're building the road upwards. Understand what I'm saying? You're releasing this. Now you're releasing all this knowledge that you gain. And every circumstance that's coming to you, you're taking this knowledge or these bricks that you gain and you're placing them in these new situations. Instead of saying you don't know what's happening or you can't see what's going on or you're confused or this, that, and the third, and da-da-da-da, all that. Nah, because you learned. You learned from your last cycle. So since you learned from your last cycle, now you take these same bricks and you walk that same path, and you place these bricks in that path where you didn't know what you was doing from before. Now you know what you're doing. Ain't no excuses. You check out on your own at that point. You demise at your own at that point. You revert or retry or reincarnate your energy again at that point by your own choices. They like to put fear in the world, telling you at a certain age you gain this, that, and the third. Divine don't want to hear all that. They do that to make you feel some type of way. They do that to make you feel like, all right, now I got to be this person. Now I got to grow up. Divine says your frontal lobe and completion of maturity doesn't happen until your early 30s, early 40s. This is why tribes back in the day stayed as a village. This is why the elder was so old. It had so much knowledge, because even the infants was infants until they was adults, and adults wasn't adults until they was grown. Don't let that go over your head. Adults wasn't adults until they was grown. That means until they was complete, and they knew this in different villages. This is why the villages were stronger, because you had grown your elders a certain way. You grow your elders. Your elders came into right a certain way, and they gave them patience. They gave them time, and they told them, no, be young. We need that strength you got right now to do those things you want to do. But don't come out of the family. Don't leave out of the tribe. Stay with the tribe and develop that function within the tribe. So therefore, when you become the elder, now you are the elder of the tribe, and then they can pass on knowing that you gain all the knowledge that they gain. When you come and you in the circumference of starting your new walk, starting your new road, and you just feel it as it's different. You feel it as it's a time to change. You feel it as you know there is difference in your life. Think about don't let the thoughts because they're probably just going to start running. You're going to be remembering old thoughts, all situations that's happening. You're going to be like, yo, why these thoughts is coming into my head? Why I see all this stuff? It's hitting you like that because it's time to release it. And when you start walking on that road, that's you in complete control of how you release it. Now, the road might wind and bend and all that. May go up and down. But this time, you're not walking on the street not knowing where you're going. You're not just walking down the road. You're walking the same path, but you're building a road above it. It gets a lot easier. Think about it. It's like if you was outside the cookout and somebody let the dog go. And you jumped up on the picnic table, looking down. The dog like, ruh, 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 ruh. They can't get me up here. Like that. It's that type of energy. You jumped up on the picnic table now in the second go round, and you're going to walk that way. You got the picnic table all the way to the car. You get that, I can picnic table all the way to the car. Can't get me. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of energy. But knowing this is something different. Being prepared for this is something different. Having this as a thought pattern is something different. Or most people just get to a certain point in their life, you know what they do? They bring all that old shit back up. Oh, I remember this happened to me. Yeah, I've been through this. Oh no, this what happened. This is what I've been. They did this to me. And then you're going to tell children this. You're going to tell young adults this. You're going to put the fear of God in them in a different way. And it ain't going to be God that they fearing. It's going to be your life. It's going to be experiences like that outside in the world. They're not going to think for themselves. They're going to have fear. Because you said it was scary. And it was crazy because segue to this idea. I tried to be this person towards my children. You know, I tried to be like, let me tell you the things I'm going through. Let me show you what I'm experiencing so you have an understanding. And, you know, people would downplay my stories behind my back just to take away that strength from them. You know what I'm saying? To make them weak. And it's to reverse weakness. Like when you out here in the world and you thinking you braggadocious, you thinking you strong, you poking your chest out, you calling yourself a man, you chasing all the money in the street, you the weakest nigga out here. You the weakest nigga available. Let me tell you why. Because it's all you can do. And they gave you that. That is like the oldest story ever. They gave you how to get money. They gave you how to gamble. They gave you how to cheat your people. They gave you how to hustle. They gave you that. Pimping, when it came over, that shit came from England. They were selling Caucasian women, and then they came over and taught people how to do that. That wasn't supposed to happen. That's what they did. The elites is dirty. They did it to their own people. They dirty, dirty. But then they came over here and taught you that. And now the oldest hustle, you still holding on to that thinking you gangster. You still doing that thinking you the man. Like, yeah, we got guns and we getting money and we driving now finally like boss master. You know, on every spectrum of humanity, it ain't never been a time to when we would do dirt to our own people on this face of the earth when the divine put us here as equality and seeds to grow in different rights. Different mold came to this earth and started affecting the seed patterns. The spectrum of light goes from dark all the way down to light tan. So it's even within the Caucasian race that it's mixed up where there's a lot of original beings in that race, but they're tainted by a lot of falsified situations. So that's where it came from, but it had to be put in place like that. It had to be because the breakup of connections that was happening in the original energy. So it said, yo, I'm going to bring contrast. I'm going to bring contrast within your own ranks. It's like, how you going to bring contrast into something that look like me? I'm all spectrums. Divine is all spectrums. So when you don't know divine is all spectrums, you know what you do? You look at individual pieces and you separate and you divide and you pass judgment and then you fail. Naga.